And as we continue to view the history of one of Tennessee's oldest towns, we'll highlight one church that has a piece of Civil War frozen in its walls.
Yeah, just to the upper right entrance of the Cumberland Presbyterian Church on Main Street is a Cannonball, but the exact story of how it got there remains a mystery. And News Channel 11's John Janko has that story.
If you walk by Greeneville's Cumberland Presbyterian Church, look up, not at the towering steeple, but at a peculiar gap in the brick.
As a kid driving by, my daddy would say, "Now there's the Cannonball."
Wilhelmina Williams and her husband Beverly tell Greeneville's history on walking tours downtown. The story goes the Cumberland Presbyterian Church fell victim to crossfire during Greeneville's most significant Civil War moment.
The only activity that caused any physical structure damage was the day that Morgan was killed up here a block away.
The Confederates fired their cannons as their General John Hunt Morgan was being tracked down by Union soldiers.
But it missed and hit the church,
which demolished the building.
The congregation rebuilt the church, and at some point a cannonball appeared on the facade. It's been there as long as Beverly, part of the church since 1960, can remember. But it didn't stop some from believing that was the original.
People think, oh, that cannonball landed there very nicely in that space. No, it didn't.
Beverly says the true story of the cannonball mystery became apparent about 10 years ago. He says an undertaker at a neighboring funeral home told the church the story.
He noticed a man down here at the church on a ladder digging away at the brick.
Beverly says the cannonball appeared sometime in the 1950s, a decision made by church leadership to commemorate the church's history. The cannonball the man put up is not believed to be the one that destroyed the original church, but Wilhelmina says it is an authentic Civil War cannonball from the Andrew Johnson National Cemetery.
The superintendent said, well, I can't give you one, I can't sell you one, but if one's missing, then I can't do anything about it.
Now known as the Cannonball Church, the tall tale and the real story behind it have become part of the church's identity.
160-some years ago, during the Civil War, this church was here, and now, these years later, it's still here.
In Greeneville, John Janko, News Channel 11.
Another interesting note about the church, it's included in the former U.S. President's Andrew Johnson series list. Just another stop among many of the historical sites that we see right here in Greeneville.
And a lot of that history can be found indoors unless you are going to the church. You want to see that cannonball outside.